Hi there. How are you? Okay, so it's been a while. It's been a busy, busy month. It's been a busy month. All good things. Still doing some COVID things. Um, you know, Staying home, wearing masks, but lots and lots and lots of conversations. So many of you ready to jump in and embrace healthy habits. We have an incredible 66-day healthy habit hustle going on. Some of you are in my challenge group, and really the inspiration in there is like through the roof. But I wanted to come here for everybody who's not in one of those groups, because if you're in those groups, you are consciously working on your health on some level. And it's not weight loss for everybody. I know a lot of you think that to work on your health, it has to start with weight loss, but no, 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 it's not what I'm going to tell you. There are three main things that you can do right now, starting right this second, that can make a huge impact on your health, even if weight loss is, you may not need to lose weight. You may not want to lose weight. You may not be ready to lose weight. It may not be your philosophy to lose weight. Whatever it is, there are three things that everybody can do that will, A, improve your health, but let's put that aside for a second, just help you feel better. And there are some of those things that one of the three things that I'm going to talk about for you is something that is like a base thing that when you do it, it might cause you to do something else that's good for your health. So what are the three things? So number one, first and foremost, is hydrate. And hydrating with plain water. And I'm not going to jump in. I'm not going to tell you to immediately, if you only drink 1 cup a day and the rest is coffee or a Diet Coke or whatever, I'm not going to tell you to drink 64 ounces of water today, but I'm going to tell you to replace at least one of your other beverages and get in a good full glass of water. You will, over time, start feeling better. Water is really amazing for us. It is amazing. So thing number one that we know helps people feel better and improves our health, our skin, our digestion, other areas. And I'm going to have to run to the bathroom is not really a good reason not to, because that's important too. So drinking more water, and for everybody, how much you should drink is different. A good goal is 8/8. The world says 64 ounces, which when you divide that up over the course of the day, it's really not that much. Many of you know I start my day before anything. First thing I do is 12 ounces. Why 12 ounces? Not because of any real reason. I have a Yeti cup that is adorable that keeps it cold overnight. It does have a squirt of fresh lemon in it usually, and more than a squirt, but it keeps it cold. And the beauty of that is that it's ready for me. It's sitting on the bathroom counter, and finished my thing, and that 12 ounces of water is in, and then you all know I go for coffee after. I am not on a path now of no coffee. I'm on a path of limited caffeine, but not no coffee at the moment. No, too much time at home, too much going on. Coffee is my jam. It's my treat. It's a good treat because there's no sugar in it, and I've learned to have it in a healthy way. Healthy way, only in the morning, only caffeine in the morning. If you ever see me later in the afternoon with a coffee, it's always decaf. Anyway, so try to replace one beverage with water. Seltzer, not bad, but water is amazing. Second thing you could do, and for me, when I do this, I know that I feel better and I eat better and I drink better and I move better. So that is sleep. And what does that mean? It means that you can't just say, I normally get 5 or 6 hours and tonight I'm going to get 8. I mean, you can if you're crashing, but for the most part, just shut down a little bit earlier. At the start of our challenge, I made the decision that sleep was going to be my thing. And you're not going to believe this, but I stopped watching Netflix in the evenings. except on the weekend. That is a weekend thing. And why did I do that? Because it was keeping me up too late. Because it's so easy to just go to the next episodes. See me later for what I got stuck watching, but for another day. But sleep, just shut things down, your phone, your iPad, do quiet things. I've been listening to audiobooks now at night. I'll knit a little bit. That's also since the newest grandchild was born. I took knitting up since 2 months before he was born. I took up knitting again, and I'm loving it, and it's very relaxing. And I do it with an audiobook. It's amazing and relaxing and quiet time for me before bed, and none of this next episode situation. So just increase your sleep. Shut down a smidge earlier, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, a half hour, until you can get it so that you're sleeping the recommended. If you're not sleeping 7 hours, that's a good goal. If you're sleeping 7 and you're not waking up rested, then try for 7.5. I shoot for 7, between 7 and 7.5. And most of the time when I get that, I feel very different during the day than when I've had the 6.5. Okay, so we have water and we have sleep. And then the last thing, which is my biggest challenge, which is really what inspired me to do this live right now. My biggest challenge is activity. And I'm very open and honest, and I'm a health coach, and I work with a lot of you and a lot of people, and I've inspired a lot of people. It's not something that I enjoy. Yes, a walk outside with a fun person would inspire me, but the weather has to be right. The situation in the house has to be under control for me to be able to do that, and it has to work. So I struggle with physical activity, but I make it my business to move 20 to 30 minutes every single day. And it is not easy for me. And I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't moved yet, but I have something to read, actually listen to, and I'm going to be getting on my bike before I go to bed. Not at a heavy pace because it's before I go to bed, and it was just that kind of a day. So the and I know, it's just something that I want to do. I am part of this accountability group, and if you want into that, let me know. You don't have to be on plan or anything to do that. But it's really just checking things off and creating habits within a checklist, which is kind of cool. So 3 things that can rock your world and possibly even start a little bit of a domino effect to improving other areas and other healthy habits. So number 1, water. A little bit of water. Just replace something that you're drinking, anything, whether it's tea or coffee or Crystal Light or Diet Coke or all the things, just a little bit extra water. Number 2, shut the lights a little bit earlier. And there were all kinds of things that we could do for sleep hygiene. Feel free to reach out to kind of keep things calm and quiet. Sleep a little bit extra. Start with 15 minutes, shutting down earlier. Start with a half hour if you can swing it, and watch how you feel. And then the third thing is activity. The goal is 30 minutes. My goal right now in this season that we're in and some of the extremes that we're dealing with, I shoot for 20 minutes, but I'm kind of getting excited about the fact that I've been consistent with 20 minutes for a long time now, and I plan to be consistent with 20 minutes, and my goal is 6 days a week. So I share that with you just to hopefully inspire you. And I know some of you have reached out and you're on the fence. If you're ready to start coaching with me, if you're ready to really jump in and go to the next level, but that's okay if you're not. I'll still support you and reach out anytime. But water, sleep, and some form of movement. I hope it helps. And you know where to find me.